Very good. Okay, 1, 2. Yeah. Okay. Well, I haven't completed my task today. The task for today was to clear the surface of Bahamas. It's not been completed yet. So, yeah. I did my fashion blog. I did my music blog. I did my fashion blog, the cinema blog, maybe music vlog now. This is a band, guys. This band. Yeah, it's not a great picture of them. Let me see. Look at this crap. Cindy's in Brixton. Cindy's in Brixton or Cinema in Edinburgh. London and Scotland. London, they did a good gig. Scotland, I don't know if I mentioned this one before. Come on, they played a gig for like about an hour and 20 minutes, something like that. I don't know, an hour and a half, maybe more, hour and 40 minutes. They played a gig, something. But it ends a bit soon, right? So an hour and a half, you think, right, the Clash, or an hour and 20, they can play more. So we're not sure what's going on, you know. They would play the gig. And we don't know what's going on in the crowd. We're thinking, what's going on? It's an hour and 20 minutes. And we're not quite sure if we've got to go home or is it going to be more encore or what? What's going on? Literally, they go off stage, so maybe, literally, I thought it was up to, it couldn't have been 20 minutes, but 10, 15 minutes, 20 even. Say 15 minutes, they go off stage, 16, 17, 18, we think the lights, what's going on? Well, they've only come on for an hour and 20 and they normally play 2 hours or something. We got to go home now, you know. So a lot of people are going moving off. They come back on and they play more than another. I think they play more the second. They play over an hour more in Clash. Got some socks on. It's quite chilly tonight, right? It gets chilly now. Well, some gazelles, Adidas gazelle. There's a group. I've got a calendar up here. I'll show you in a minute, guys. When it's behind this camera, it's Marillion, a group called Marillion. I sent them at Milton Keynes. I think I won the tickets from a radio competition or something. I can't remember. My mum was meant to be coming with me and never went, so I had to go on my own. And I think I had to leave early because it was like going on till 10:30, and I had to walk all the way back from Milton Keynes Dome to the station to get home. And, but it was a great gig. You come on and he say, Fish, you come on and he say, who else was playing there? It was like there was quite a few. There was Jethro Tull, like hippie sort of thing. I wasn't really into that. Some people were. There was other group, but Marillion were the group to see, right? And so it's a bit like a mini Glastonbury or something like that, or Wembley Stadium, whatever. It's open air. People got flags, and he come on. He playing the gigs and the flag. Playing the gig, right? And towards the end of the gig, he said, right, I want you to put all your nation's flags down. I'm singing the song White Flag. Something like that. I think it's White Flag. I can't remember. He's got a tune, Uzi's on the Street Corner. I had every single bit of vinyl about them virtually. All my vinyl's gone, but had like Market Square Heroes. And they done that album first, the Script for a Jester's Tear. Then Assassin, that album. I don't know if it's called that one. I think it's Assassin, I'm not sure. And then the third album, what I remember is it's another album. I think they've done 3 classic albums. From what I remember, Fugazi, was it Fugazi? Script for a Jester's Tear, Fugazi. Oh no, then Misplaced Childhood, and then the 4th one. They've done 4 classic albums, I think, and then Fish left, I think. And he done a solo career. And we went to see him. Haddington, he's got a home studio out there, East Lothian. We had ticket. I think I gave me 1 ticket. Well, this was not the game, but when I was living up in Scotland before my cousin won, we won a ticket for a radio station again, I think. So we're walking. I think what I remember, it's a long walk to this. We sort of. I can't exactly remember. I think. Anyway, we get to the gig. I said, go gig. And we're thinking, but are we going to be able to get back? How the fuck do we get back from here this time of night? It's Sunday, I think it was a Sunday night. But they must have laid on buses or something. Got a bus back home. Yeah, getting home sometime. I remember one time, me and my baby, we went for a trip over the Forth Bridge. We were living in Edinburgh, students. Yeah, she was studying Spanish and stuff like this. University and other stuff, sociology. I was studying that as well. We went over the Forth Bridge for a day trip to Dunfermline and something like this, or something like that. And we didn't realise it. I think it might have been a Sunday game. We didn't really well. The buses, and this was early. We wanted to come back early. I don't know what time it was. It was like 9 or 10. No, my buses. We missed the last bus. I had to get a fucking taxi from all over from Dunfermline back to Edinburgh. And it was bare money. Back in the day, I was talking £25, but back in the day, that is bare money, something like that. Unreal. Ain't got that taxi fare. Fuck, I'm telling you. Really are. That's a good bit of advice. Keep a tenner in your house, or 20 even, or something, somewhere hidden. So if you need to get a taxi home, you can get the taxi and just go out and pay the taxi driver, you know what I mean? Otherwise, you got to be, I don't like dodging the fucking taxi drivers. I know Irish people do that a lot, but no. But music, yeah. I've been putting down the tune I'm putting down, but I'm not really with it. I like drums. I got this guitar, I'm strumming along, but I'm not proficient in it, you know. I'm not confident in guitar. It's a difficult instrument to play. But one guitarist I wished I'd seen. There's 2 actually. I've never seen live. I think, well, there's loads of them, but Slash. I've never seen Guns N' Roses. Not especially for the guitarist, but like just to see Guns N' Roses. That was a group I'd like to have seen that could come back. And Van Halen. Eddie Van Halen, I think his brother is on drums, is it? And Dave Lee Roth. So the tune, their first album, it's called Eruption, I think, the first album. Ain't Talking About Love, and that fucking riff. What the first, ain't talking about love. My love is riding to the car. I've seen some bands. The first band, I think I mentioned it before, Whitesnake, I seen. That I was living with my dad in Scotland, you know, when I was a teenager. 14 or something. Get a ticket to see Whitesnake back in the day, check. And not the price is a big issue. Anyway, I think I'm on the ground level. It's a 3,000 venue. You've got upstairs, top level, which is the balcony. Then you've got circle and you've got Styles. I think I was in the Styles. Yeah. And I mentioned it before. Dave, not David Rudd, David Coverdale, the singer. He's from Deep Purple, from Whitesnake. Back in the day, heavy metal, and I was watching a documentary about AC/DC, and they're saying the same thing back in Australia. It was more like a Beatles sort of thing, Beatlemania. It was all girls. And we Whitesnake, they come on. And literally, they're throwing a bra on stage. He picks up the bra. He's like, what the fuck? He's like, no, he's like, oh yeah, man. He's like, what? Literally throw the bra at him on stage. It's just going wild. This group, long hair, fucking rocking out. Next group I seen AC/DC took my mate. He'd taken me to see a football match. I think Aberdeen v Hearts, Heart Midlothian. And the next night, I think, just about the next night, I said, right, come down and see AC/DC. We never got to sit together. I seen him behind me. I turned around and he fucking rocking out AC/DC. It was a circle left. What's the next group I seen? I think I seen Foreigner. I seen that one, Foreigner. Urgent. Because my mate said they worked in this concert hall and they could get me tickets. They give them cash and they get me the best ticket available. But they weren't really my mate. They were school friends, school colleagues, if you want. Not my mates so much, but just school colleagues. They could get me tickets. And what else? I saw Twisted Sister, and next door to the venue there was like a nightclub with the upstairs. What was it called? I can't remember. Anyway, and Twisted Sister. I kept saying I can't get it. I got the number one ticket. Hopefully, I think I got all these tickets back at my dad's place, like memory. Twisted Sister, because I'd seen them down in London actually before. Twisted Sister. What else? I seen the Stones there. Someone gave me a ticket outside. Stones come into town. The 3,000 concert hall. It's only like 10 minutes on the bus away. I got down there and got a ticket. Someone gave me a ticket, but it was annoying. Someone was sort of like a bit in front of me, but he come on. I mentioned this before. In a Scotland shirt. They played Glasgow, Aberdeen, and Edinburgh, all like 3,000 concert hall. What else? I seen Judas Priest, ZZ Top. This was in Glasgow, them two. Ozzy Osbourne in Glasgow and Edinburgh. Diamond Head. Fuck. Seen them in Edinburgh. We went backstage. They gave us a ticket. We see them in. My mate, we went to Glasgow the next night. We see him there. Wasn't as good as the first night in Edinburgh, but still, it was rocking. And I even went to see him down in England as well. I think the last night of the tour was in Stevenage or somewhere like that. My mum drove me there. Where was it? Hertfordshire, somewhere like that. Who else? Metallica. Seen them 3,000 concert hall. Slayer. They write a song about abortion and stuff like this. Heavy. Slayer. Angel of Death. They're writing about death camps in fucking Nazi Germany. Angel of Death. They only come on. The whole concert was over. I took my bar with my mate. We went out when we were like just dating. We were living together. And since Slayer. She was like, what the fuck is this? It's like maddest concert ever. One of them, it was like an hour and 10 minutes. I think the whole gig or something, an hour and 20. They're just banging out shit. You can't keep that up like that. That's level of mad. I've seen them again. We went to see them again. They did the Megadeth and Slayer together. That was a bigger concert hall. Megadeth, they finished with, that's the signature finish. They finished with Anarchy for the UK or whatever, Anarchy in the UK. I finished with that one. Clash. Oh, Stiff Little Fingers. Oh, I think that was one of the group I seen at the time, actually. And I got fucked off with a ticket. Some fucking jock. He said, "Oh, I'll get your ticket to see you outside." No, I never turn up. So I gave him like £2 or £3 so I can get the ticket. Oh yeah, I'll see you outside. No. So I had to pay again. Stiff Little Finger. And the whole fucking concert, the whole stalls, every fucking seat in the front, like about 10, 12, 15, 20-year-old brats smashed to pieces, the whole fucking stalls. I think they paid more on it. They had to pay for that themselves, I think. The fans will smash up the hall, so they'd probably lose money paying that gig. Oh, who else? I've seen them going down Country Town Forum more recently. They're still touring. Stiff Little Fingers, and I think it's exactly the same lineup, which is very, very rare. Very rare. Northern Ireland, Ulster, the band. I've seen U2, but that was in London. That was London, U2. That was actually before we were that was just when we were dating, actually, me and Mark. Got tickets. I wasn't sure if I was going to go in. I thought maybe I'd be able to sell them for like 5 times the price of tickets out. No, it was like just going to get face value. So we went there. I told her, right, I might have to sell these tickets if I get 5 times the price of them each. I don't know what they were, 10. If I'm going to get £100 for these 2 tickets, we're better off doing that. But maybe we weren't anyway. So we went in to see U2, and that was a good gig, Wembley Arena. Because then, from then on, they're only playing stadium, tours. They're not playing Wembley Arena no more. So I always say, if you like a band, go and fucking see them. Lord was the last. I mentioned that before. I think was the one that I've seen. I went to get tickets for the last. Actually, buy tickets in advance. 2 times I've seen it around Alexandra Palace and then down in Brighton. It was very, very good. The Brighton was really, both were great gigs, but Brighton's more of a relaxed town than London, obviously, and it's just such an easygoing venue. It's like you didn't even see any fucking security. Just so chilled, so good. Lord. Right, tune, tuck it down to the tennis courts. Yes. Yeah. That's it back in the day. I used to go Donington. I mentioned this before, I think. Ozzy, fucking Motorhead, AC/DC, Metallica, Queensrÿche. I seen them at the Albert Hall, Queensrÿche. It's a band. So much into heavy stuff. But I was listening, all the time I was listening to pop music as well. But that was a different scene. It was like people at school as well, like the girls and that, they were going to see like Duran Duran and that they were freaking out over them, things like this. And I got their vinyl. This, we used to get the Sounds newspaper Thursdays. It come out. It's like the NME, Melody Maker Sounds. You used to get that, and whoever's in that was the best newspaper by far for music, for telling you as it was who was going to be making it. NME and Melody Maker, yeah, they're okay, they're good, but Sounds was very exciting. But now there's not even one fucking newspaper from the NME's gone. It's probably just online. Sounds. And I'm into music so much. Over the road, I think, was he going to the same school as me? Oh, how did I meet this boy? don't know if he even went to school. All he did was fucking play guitar. And I don't know if he smoked weed or just smoking or just playing guitar. Like, he lived literally opposite me. William Lightheart, and I call him Whiteheart, but he's Lightheart. But hey, he's practicing Metallica all the fucking time. So we formed band. I said, right, we formed this band back. And this boy up the road, he'd teaching me guitar as well, but I didn't like him so much that he was going to be rhythm. This boy over the road, lead, our vocal. We're going to get drummer. I only met him once, something. And the bass player, he was a nice bloke, Glenn. He went off to Canada. Yes, it was nice. He was money. I think he was about. I think someone told me might have made it in Canada or something in the band. Anyway, it was like when you formed. It was like back in the day you formed band, and it's like. But no, I didn't. I couldn't remember the lyrics. That was the problem. I didn't have it. Not like nowadays. You've got like streaming lyrics, and you know, like if you like a song. There might not be lyric sheet. So how'd you find the lyrics out, you know? So to fucking work out lyrics with Defacart. These days it's just 2 seconds online, you pull up the full lyrics. Oh, well, we're going to do like Bad Boy Boogie. And I didn't think that was a good AC/DC song to do, Bad Boy Boogie. I wasn't into that. I was more into my, Touch Too Much. See that car, that's fast. Who else? Iron Maiden, Def Leppard. Def Leppard. I've seen Iron Maiden, Edinburgh, Birmingham, all 3,000 concert, all 3,000. Hammersmith. Gary Moore from ex-Thin Lizzy. Seen Thin Lizzy in Edinburgh and Dublin. Seen him in a 3,000, the Playhouse in Edinburgh, 3,000. Brilliant gig. And then I seen him in Dublin, which was like their last Irish gig, something like that. Well, we went over on the ferry. We went over on the ferry. I think from Holyhead. Oh, North Wales, Holyhead. Got the ferry to Dublin. Because flights were megabucks back in the day. Nowadays, it's cheaper to fly to fucking Dublin than it is to take a train to London from here. And, the amp is a bit noisy. And so we got there. We started bed and breakfast, but we couldn't believe how fucking expensive it was. She took over money with that. But Dublin was like 2 or 3 times what we expected the expense to be. It's still like that now, I think. So I probably got relations there, but within like she's not from the Irish side of the family, So we got there, stayed the night in the bed and breakfast, and she's saying, "Well, we've got no money now." I think this is how it went. I can't remember exactly if we had to say 2 or 3 nights. 2 nights. So we had the tickets. We went to the gig, and I think that night the ferry was in the morning or something. So we had to stay in a fucking snooker hall in Dublin, a fucking basement, just crashing out. And I'm young, and it's just like, so we got to do, there's nowhere else to sleep. So it's like you're kind of trying to stay awake in a snooker club in Dublin. You're not got money to really buying beers and snooker and shit like this. Fuck, It's in Lizzy. Dublin. I've been Ireland, I digress for the moment, Ireland for a holiday. Yeah, the last relaxing holiday I have, we'll talk about holiday for a second. The last relaxing holiday I had was, I think, 5 years ago now. think 5 years ago, I went on my own for 3 days. I went via Stranraer, got to Belfast, got to Derry on the train. This is the last time I went to Ireland. I've been there, I think, 3 or 4 times. Three or 4 times. How many times in Ireland? 3 times. 3 times. Got to Derry. It's in train station. And I'd been there before with my mates, but I'm on my own. Nice, get out Derry. I'll go to I think I walked down. Where's the train station? No, the train station is the other side of the water, I think. And so I just sort of, I didn't really go into the city or something like this. Go to a taxi driver and say, listen, I want to go to Ireland to have a holiday. Okay. So he drove me over the border. No passport, nothing. That's serious. That's literally, you're going between the United Kingdom and European Union. No passport. Tap in, taxi to town near Derry. It's just sort of, anyway, I can't remember the name of it. It's in Donegal, I think, or somewhere. But it's like a big bus terminus. Cheap taxi ride, I don't know how much it was. Get on the bus. This was all on that. And then I get on the bus. And it's a bus towards Dublin. And I say, right, I'll probably get off like somewhere, like I want to go on holiday somewhere. Not really Dublin, I want to have holiday. Something like that. Anyway, get a ticket. I'll get on the bus. And it stops somewhere people get on right in the middle, I think. And then it goes off again, like we get off and maybe some people get a drink or a bit of food and then so there's a couple of girls on and they have like a small packet of chips or something like, I don't know, they want French fries, something like this. And then this funny thing happened. One of the chips drops on the floor. And that, because in Ireland you had potato famine, I'm thinking, a chip on the floor, what has gone down here? Anyway, so I think, right, I'll get off the bus here. You stop, but there's a loch. It must be about 30, 40 miles from Dublin. I'm not really sure. And it's on the border, actually, with that Northern Ireland, somewhere there. Anyway, I get out. I can't remember the name of the town. I can find it if I look up the map. And I get to just go down on main high street. There's bed and breakfast. It was about 30 euros a night. I don't know how much on there, a couple of £100 or something. I can't remember. And it's cool, right? Do 3 nights, bed and breakfast, 30 euros times 3. Great. And literally, just you cannot believe how relaxing it was. Literally the very first that I think that very day, the Garda, they call the Garda, they're like the police, basically the Garda, they come up to me and they say, oh hi, we haven't seen you before in the town. I say, oh right, yeah, this is my passport, I'm from the UK on holiday. Oh great, right. And that was it. And then from then on, it's this town, we just drink beer in the pub and you meet guys that are Arsenal fans and we're chatting and just literally such a chilled holiday you won't believe. So chilled. Just cannot believe. Anytime I keep saying, whenever I get some money, and I have got a little bit of money now, I have to go to Ireland. I have to get to fucking Ireland. Might not be good anymore there. Might have to go somewhere else. I don't know. But anyway, I got to Dublin on the day I left. That probably is still good. Probably not changed a bit because it's like a little villagey, sort of towny villagey place. Not much changed there since 5 years probably. I don't know. And anyway, I got to Dublin. How did that work? I think I got he had a mad taxi. All the borders was like weird. I don't know if it was like. Anyway, I got a taxi to somewhere, got a train, I think, to Dublin or a bus. Did I stay another night in a? I stayed another night in a bed and breakfast on the main road to Dublin. And I got a bus the next day, something like that. Got to Dublin. It's a very, very busy place. It's very expensive, busy. Nice paddy power. Anyway, I get a nice ferry back, sleep on the ferry, and I'm back home. Well, back in England, back in Wales. Went a different way back actually, so I went via Stranraer, came back via the Holyhead. So it's quite interesting how you can travel between countries, and this is what's happening. You know, you can travel around between Europe and England without showing a passport, really. I don't think I ever actually showed it until I was actually in Ireland, living in Ireland. It's quite interesting. But, yeah. Okay, that's my little wrap for tonight. It's quite late, guys. So, yeah, cool.